Hello, Abnormal Family. Got another drop for you today, but before we do that, I wanted to talk to you all about Hunter. We got some good news today. We'll be bringing out more information on the case as we can. Hunter will be coming home very soon, and that's because of all the donations and support that y'all are giving us. It's going to play a huge role in him coming home. So we thank you very much for all the donations and what's been sent in the mail. The links are in the description if you would like to donate and help Hunter come home. We're going to have a huge party, and I'll talk more about that in a video we're going to release. Let's get on to today's encounter. This is about the Dogman, I believe it is the Dogman, or Wolfman. The sighting of a creature that has come to be known as the Wolfman of Defiance is a popular legend in Ohio. The sightings and related events were documented by local newspapers in Defiance and Toledo in 1972. There were 4 recorded accounts of the werewolf sighting. There was something that the people of Defiance, Ohio had seen. Others think that this creature as the Germantown Dogman werewolf. But some were skeptical about what the Ohio werewolf actually was. At the time, most of the people did not know what a dogman was, so they used Hollywood movies as a reference to the figure. They did not know that the Michigan Dogman was or other names for the cryptid. One of conflicting details of the report was that the werewolf was carrying something many people said it was carrying a 2x4 in its right hand. The creature could be connected to the Germantown Dogman of Ohio, the Butter Street Monster, or the Michigan Dogman. This story could have possibly been one of the inspirations for the Stephen King movie Silver Bullet. From this point on was known as the Ohio Werewolf. In response to multiple reports, Chief Donald Breckler addressed the news media, expressing his uncertainty, stating, "We don't know what to make of it. Initially, we held back on disclosing it when we received the first report about a week ago. However, we are now treating it with utmost seriousness, prioritizing the safety of our community." He further asserted, "If I personally encounter this alleged werewolf, rest assured that the police will swiftly identify him. We won't hesitate to take necessary action, even if it means he'll need medical attention to remove the buckshot." Many reports have been made over the years regarding the werewolf of Defiance, Ohio. Jody Cook, founder of the NADP North American Dogman Project, has documented this dogman creature through the years. Jody Cook has also been documenting other Ohio cryptids including the Ohio Grassman, Germantown, Ohio Werewolf, and the Butter Street Monster. At first, according to Police Chief Donald Breckler, they didn't know what this thing was, or when a trained crewman during the early morning hours reported he was struck on the shoulder by someone armed with a 2x4. On July 25, 1972, Ted Davis, a railroad worker, was on the Norfolk and Western train lines. As he worked, he noticed something strange. He saw 2 hairy, huge paws on the ground in front of him. Confused and likely scared, he slowly raised his eyes and saw before him a creature at least 6 feet tall, hunched over and holding a large wooden board. Before Ted had a moment to react, he hit Ted on the shoulder and ran away. It appears in Ted telling that this attack was totally out of the blue, perhaps even pre-planned, as the creature had brought a weapon. Just a few days later, still processing the events from the earlier this week, Ted and his colleagues, Tom Jones, were back out working. On July 30th, they both witnessed the return of this creature. They saw it at a safe distance, prowling in the bushes. The werewolf creature, startled, ran away. The men decided to file a police report in hopes that warning of this potentially dangerous creature would be spread. The police, despite the weird happenings, agreed to start an investigation. Then another train crewman saw the Ohio werewolf at around 3 a.m. Chief Donald Breckler said to the news media, "We don't know what to think. We didn't release it to the news media when we got the first report about a week ago, but now we're taking it seriously. We're concerned about the safety of our people. Another report came from a motorist who said it ran in front of his car at about 4 a.m. and then disappeared. A grocery store employee was driving home from a late shift when he saw a impossibly large dog-like creature matching the previous descriptions run in front of his car. In a follow-up story the next day, citizens had concluded the werewolf was not an animal but a person. He hadn't robbed anyone, nor had he approached any women, police said. Some persons seemed shocked, and a few expressed fear, the Blade reported. But most persons living in the residential area and the neighborhood along the Norfolk and Western railway tracks think the thing is just some nut running loose. The Werewolf of Defiance, Ohio is one of those local legends that sounds like the beginning of a scary horror movie. Other werewolf sightings in Ohio have surfaced over the years. 2 railway workers hooking up train cars late at night along the Norfolk and Western railway tracks think the thing is just some nut. The railway workers hooking up train cars late at night, one looks over to see a towering werewolf, fangs bared, who proceeds to attack the helpless victim. The railway worker was found dead, and he was shredded along the tracks. But the coroner released no information, and the family has yet to release any information. It is left as an open case, so you're not able to get any information from it. Sounds like something was going on in Ohio to me. Very interesting about Stephen King's Silver Bullet movie. Stephen King, I do like his work. Silver Bullet being one of my favorite movies, and is my mom's favorite all-time movie. It's a tradition that we watch it every Halloween. Stephen King also, comes from Maine, where we also had the siege of the Maine werewolves, the people that lived in the house. So, people say there is a little truth to every story, and it makes me think Stephen King knows a lot more than what he's saying. I think maybe the Defiance, Ohio werewolf is a little bit of the Silver Bullet, but I also think that he encountered something in Maine that also set forth a lot of his books and a lot of the Silver Bullet movie. Because Maine, with the siege that they had at that house, that was a huge deal. And a very scary encounter. I covered it. So, what does Stephen King know? What's going on in Ohio? And you notice they kept it hidden for such a long time until they had to tell the public. So now it makes you wonder what's really going on around your house that they're just not telling you because they don't want to scare you. I'm sorry, folks, but I would rather be afraid than somebody not tell me, and I walk outside at night, if I was a smoker, to have a cigarette or to look at the stars or to relieve myself, and not know there was a werewolf running around just because they didn't want to scare me. I think I would rather know so I could take precautions and not do that. But thank you for listening, guys. We really do appreciate all the support that y'all have given us. And until next time, keep your head on a swivel. Don't be something's dinner. And we'll see you on the next one. God bless.